Thank you for choosing Monzacamper. This short video will show you how to use this camper during your holidays. The video is not exhaustive, but will provide you with sufficient knowledge before departure. Our campers are equipped with the following: air conditioning in the driving compartment, a car radio with CD player, 2 batteries, one for the motor of the camper and one for the utilities on board, 2 gas bottles of 10 kilograms each, an electricity outlet of 220 volts with an extension cord, a water tube, a heating system to heat the camper, and a boiler for hot water. There's also a gas stove, a refrigerator, a bathroom with a chemical toilet and a separate shower. Included in the price is a bike rack for 3 to 4 bikes, a sunscreen, thermal blackout screens and 2 wedges for leveling the camper. There's also a sign to indicate overhanging loads. Electricity. On the outside of the camper there is a 220 volt outlet. Use the extension cord to connect the camper to the power supply at the campsite. Once connected, the camper will switch to the external power supply and charge the battery. The control unit above the door consists of the following buttons and switches: an overall on and off switch, a switch for activating the water pump, indication lights to indicate the water level and the level of the batteries, the general on-off switch needs to stay on in order to use the lights in the camper or the water pump. The light next to the switch indicates that the switch is on. The gas. On the outside of the camper you will find a compartment containing the 2 gas bottles. One is already connected to the camper. The other is a spare bottle in case the first bottle runs empty. To direct the gas into the camper you have to open the valve on top of the gas bottle and press continuously the 2 green buttons for 5 seconds. Now the gas is ready to be used for the refrigerator, the heater, the boiler and the cooking stove. The refrigerator can use 3 forms of energy: gas, 220 volts electricity of the campsite, or the battery of 12 volts. For all positions a light indicates whether the fridge is working or not. You can select the temperature of the fridge using the switch on the right. Inside our campers 2 types of heaters are used. The classic heater Truma 3002 or the Combi C4. The Truma 3002 is visible inside the camper with a selector from 1 to 10 on the radiator grill. To light the pilot flame, put the selector on 2 or 3 and press it for some seconds. Please check whether the pilot flame is working properly by looking in the hole on the front of the stove. If the pilot flame stays on, the heater functions properly and the only action that remains is activating the ventilation from 0 to A for automatic. Linked to this heater there's a separate boiler to produce hot water. Before switching on the boiler, first take away the chimney cap that is outside of the camper. To switch on the boiler, press the button in the upright direction for a temperature of 50 degrees Celsius. Or for 70 degrees Celsius, press it downward. If the red light switches on, you have probably forgotten to take away the chimney cap. Take it away and switch on the boiler after a few minutes. If the red light does not switch on, hot water will be ready for you after about 30 minutes. Some of our campers are equipped with the Combi C4 heating system, which is not visible inside the camper. This type of heater supplies hot water and simultaneously heats the camper. To switch on the heater, turn the gray selection wheel clockwise down to the flame symbol. A green light indicates that the system is activated. Use the black turning wheel to select the desired temperature. The system automatically activates the ventilation to distribute the hot air through the camper. Turn the gray selection wheel clockwise further down to the symbol flame 60 degrees in order to switch on both the hot water and heating system. Turn the gray selection wheel counterclockwise upward to the symbol 40 or 60 degrees in order to have hot water only. After 30 minutes, hot water will be available. The cooking stove works in the same manner as the one you have at home. Switch on the gas and light it. The stove is equipped with a thermocouple for security. The water. Outside the camper you can find the water plug for filling up the water tank. With the water tube provided, you can fill up the tank until the water comes pouring out of the tank. The water used in the kitchen and bathroom is collected in a holding tank. To empty this tank, position the camper above the water drain. Pull the black handle to open the shutter of the holding tank. The bathroom is equipped with a chemical toilet. On the toilet there are several buttons and handles. First, press the blue button to let water run into the toilet. Then pull the grey handle to the right, open the toilet and let the water fall down into the waste compartment. The light next to the blue button lights up when the waste compartment is full. The sink and shower complete the bathroom. Outside the camper you will find the waste compartment of the toilet. Pull the yellow lever and pull out the waste compartment. Rotate the tube and take off the yellow lid. Now empty the waste compartment holding down the tube, pushing the yellow button. Once you've emptied the waste compartment, clean it with water. Leave about 1 liter of clean water inside the waste compartment and add a cup of cleaning agent called Chem. The accessories. In the back of the camper you will find a warning triangle, a sign for long loads, 4 wedges for leveling the camper, a thermal blackout screen, a water tube for the water supply, and the extension cord. To open the windows, turn the wheels and handles and open the window. In order to close the window, push the window upwards and close the window with the levers. The windows are equipped with sun blockers and mosquito nets. The seats of the camper can be transformed in single or double beds. This is very easy to do. You only have to lift the table, attach it to the lower ridge along the wall, press the button on the table pole and turn the pole 90 degrees so the table fits between the 2 benches. Now put on the cushions and you have a double bed available. All our campers are equipped with a bike rack for 3 to 4 bikes. Putting on a bike is easy. During your trip, please check regularly whether the bikes are still properly attached. In order to use the sun blinds, you open the sun blinds for about 1 meter. To avoid too much weight being imposed on the camper, open the telescopic legs and continue opening the sun blinds. The sun blinds can stay open in case of light rain, but they must be closed in case of wind or heavy rain to avoid damage. We like to conclude this video with some considerations for your security. When driving a camper you need to respect the traffic regulations. This means using the safety belt and for children using the appropriate children's seats. Please respect the maximum speed and keep the appropriate safety distance. On the highway we advise to drive 100 to 110 km per hour. While driving, it's forbidden to use the kitchen and opening the windows. After every stop we recommend you to check if all windows are properly closed before departing. Normally, a camper of this type has a total height of around 3.15 meters. Please pay attention carefully at the traffic signs which indicate the height of bridges, tunnels and parking lots. In the glove compartment you can find the relevant property and insurance documents. Your camper is insured and traffic assistance for the camper is available 24/7 in Italy and abroad. We wish you very pleasant holidays and a safe journey. Your holiday starts with Monzacamper.